Hi, Omega Chaos here with a Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Banlist discussion. So I wasn't able to do a reaction because the banlist was kind of spoiled for me, as well as the full list wasn't even out on the website. So let's discuss the new banlist. So first the forbidden cards. First Link Kuriwa. A little bit weird for me because I don't think it's the program card, more or less. It is really good card in many decks, including Snake Eye, but I don't think the card by itself is really that broken, but I'm pretty much fine with it, more or less. Then, the most exciting card that is being banned is Baron de Fleur, which is one of the most broken synchro monsters ever made. So, I think this hit was long time coming, more or less. But of course I do see that it also hits quite a lot of rogue decks as well. But of course it was used in the pure Snake Eye deck to make the Formula Synchron and level 8 more or less. Definitely I'm pretty glad that it's gone. Then another Synchro monster is banned, that is Borrowed Savage Dragon. Personally I would not have banned it because I think this card actually does need some setup, unlike Baron de Fleur, but I'm pretty much fine with it being banned as well because this really a broken card, more or less, because yeah, it's not an Omni Negate, so yeah. Then Summon Limit is now banned as well, which is really good because it's a really broken floodgate and definitely not good for a game at all. So now the limited cards. So first, Arch Nemesis Protoss is back, but I really don't like this card because it's a lingering floodgate effect and that is really broken. I'm not sure how much it's going to be used, but I definitely don't like it being back, and I probably should be still banned, more or less. Then Tidal is now back as well, which I think is completely fine because all the other Dragon Warriors are back, so why not this one as well? And then Thunderdragon Colossus is now back as well, which I also don't like because it's a mistake on legs, and that is definitely a pretty broken effect, and it has protection as well. But of course I'm not sure how much it's going to be played because obviously there are a lot of counters to this card, like Dark Ruler, stuff like that. But definitely still really broken. I think it probably should be banned still. Then Must Be Unicorn Kirin is now back as well, which I think is pretty much fine because this card's effect is not really that broken anymore. It's just like a bounce effect and can't be targeted or destroyed. Obviously it helps out the Magic Spectre deck, which just got new support, as well as some of the generic Pendulum decks as well, because of course you can search it with like Beyond the Pendulum or stuff like that. Then Chicken Game is now back as well. Definitely pretty weird because obviously just kind of an FTK enabler, but I guess it's fine. And then Anti-Spell Fragrance is now limited as well, which I'm definitely pretty glad about because obviously this card completely kills any Pendulum based decks, and of course it's really good against any spell oriented decks as well, and it's definitely pretty broken floodgate. And then the semi-limited cards, and the Armageddon Knight is now back at 2. Definitely a really good card, but it's obviously not used that much anymore, so I guess it's fine. And then Purity Illustrious Memory is now back at 2 as well, or is at 2 now. Of course it was at 1 previously. I really don't like purely getting more cards back because it is a pretty broken deck, but I guess we'll see how good the pure deck is actually going to be in the meta game. And then the unlimited cards. So we have Disney Hero Malicious now back at 3 after a really long time. I'm not sure if I like it, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Then Orcus Star Power is now back at 3 as well. I guess it's fine, because at 1 it wasn't really doing that much in the meta game, so I guess 3 is fine. And then Speed of Teratop is now back at 3 as well, which I definitely really like. And also it's of course really good in some other decks as well, other than Speedroids. But of course Speedroids did lose that Bronze Fleur, but I think it's still fine. Then Skystrike Mobilized Engage is now at 3 as well, which I don't really like because I don't really like Skystrike as a deck. But I guess it's fine because Skystrike is a little bit too slow nowadays. So overall, the ban list was really mediocre at best, but none of the Snake Eye cards were hit, which is really bad, which means that the Fire King Snake Eye variant is going to be pretty much be like still the tier 0 type deck. So yeah, definitely not good at all. So obviously the King Calamity was not hit as well, which should have been banned because it's a really broken card. But of course I will keep abusing that card still then. And obviously the branded combo was not banned as well with the Kimi Puppet, stuff like that. That also is really broken. So yeah, definitely not the best ban list, but not the worst as well. So I hope you enjoyed this ban list discussion. For now, quit band, Omekiss, out.